But I look at the Pistons as I love Dwayne Casey and I love Troy Weaver, and I think Troy Weaver is really smart. I think it's I'm not equating Troy Weaver to God, but like everybody's like God works in mysterious ways, right? And I think Troy Weaver kind of does that.
Start the clocks. It's crunch time. I'm your host and anime enthusiast, Adam Bakr. That's not Zach Sudenik behind the camera this time. Michael Markoch fitting in. Wouldn't be an intro if I didn't butcher my co-host's name. Absolutely. And we are joined by our first civilized guest, yes. Brendan Schabath.
I'm honored to be labeled as the first civilized guest. That really means a lot to me. I want to thank my mom for that.
Great to have you here. Excited for these ones? I've been thinking over these questions for a minute.
I mean, I'm excited, but I'm also like scared shitless.
Hey.
So.
Hey. Don't gotta be.
Hey, after Stearns, I think you're gonna be okay.
Okay, but before then, look at your status here at Impact. You are the Sports Editorial Assistant.
Correct.
And the men's basketball beat reporter.
Correct.
Going into your second year on both of those.
Yes.
Let me tell you, I've been wanting to ask you this one since last year's playoffs.
Okay.
Dame Lillard is basically your favorite NBA player, right?
Yes, wholeheartedly.
Completely
he's mine too.
Right? Okay, good. Didn't want you to correct me if I'm wrong, but good to see I was right. Do you want him to grind it out in Portland? And two-part, I guess. Do you think he can win in Portland, and do you want him to grind it out there, or do you want him to get the hell out of there?
Okay, so those are two different answers, because I want him to stay in Portland so bad, because like I'm a KD fan, but like KD left, that kind of sucked. He left twice now. I hate LeBron for what he's done and all these other guys leaving. So I want Dame to stay, to be like the different one, you know? Like, you know, I compare Dame and Curry a lot. I think it's like Curry and Dame is like, he's right behind, especially with the range he's getting. So I want him to stay and like have that over all these other players. But I don't know. I mean, they got Chauncey. Chauncey's their coach now, a hometown favorite, my personal hero, Chauncey Billups. I think he's going to help them, but they need more players to win, and I don't think they can win.
Would you do the McCollum for Simmons trade?
Do what?
The McCollum for Simmons?
No. Let's get one thing straight. If anything is posted on this episode, the one thing that has to be posted is I do not want Ben Simmons on any basketball team that I root for. Ben Simmons is a cancer in all locker rooms. He's completely unproductive. He got kicked out of practice. Ben Simmons is horrible. I don't want Ben Simmons anywhere near me.
No, not favorite five. Best five players in the league entering the season.
Okay, not my favorite. The best five.
Best five.
Okay. So right out the bat, Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant. Those are easy three. I think, I hate to say it, LeBron is in there. Unfortunately, he's real close. Like in a month, if you ask me this question again, because the season just started, I might remove LeBron. Because I think there's a really good chance this year is the year where we're all like, oh, he's like still trying to play basketball. That's not a good idea.
You looked good last night.
Yeah.
Right, but look good with an L. That's my whole hate on LeBron. He looks good. He has all these numbers. They still lost. Steph Curry did his thing. So Curry, Dame, KD, LeBron, and Giannis.
Now, very important question.
Okay.
You're offered a little game.
I'm offered a little game.
Yeah, you can play it or not at your own, at your own risk.
This is your mission. Should you choose to accept it?
Yeah. You have 10 possessions, not shots, possessions, in case he steals it, to score on Drew Holiday for $100,000. If you don't score one, you can't listen to music for a year.
Wow, okay. So I love this, because shout out my roommate, former roommate, I'm going to live with him next year, Zach Alabakoff. We do this type of stuff all the time. We've been like, right now, you step on to the NFL, Lions versus Ravens, and you get 20 carries. How many yards can you get? You know, all this stuff like that. So I love this type of stuff.
To stop Derrick Henry.
Right. Just send me by the casket right now.
I don't think I want to do the next five after I failed the first five.
And I like how you threw the music in there, because I don't know if you know, I'm a huge music guy. I love music. And Drew Holiday, 10 chances to score, or no music for a year. And I win $100,000 too if I score. That's pretty sick. I think I would play. I think, because I'm just too good of a hooper not to play. Like,
you'd almost just want to know.
You can't not, you know?
Yeah.
I understand it's Drew Holiday and and for the sake of this hypothetical situation, he's playing his hardest to not let you score. But like, I feel like you could do something once. Like,
And one more time, run me through what's your go-to move.
so top of the key, right? He's square up, 2 dribbles left to turn his body. So now it's like his left foot is in front. He's forcing me left.
You're watching the hips.
Because in 2 possessions, he's gonna realize I can't use my left. So 2 dribbles left, that left foot comes out. You fake like you're gonna cross, right? Like the AI cross, and instead you throw it between his legs, and then you gotta run after it because you gotta throw it low enough to make sure it gets there, and fast enough that he doesn't like close his legs. So throw it between the legs, run after it. He's gonna turn around backwards. As soon as he turns around, instead of like just trying to throw up the shot real quick, because you're gonna have space, but not enough because it's Drew Holiday.
Yeah.
He's an NBA player,
Chase
right?
on block.
Right? Step back, extra 2 feet, Jay. Like
No pump fake?
18. No. You don't need it. 18.
Oh.
You gotta
might be
use. You gotta be efficient. You gotta use the time. So as
Yeah.
soon as you get the space, use it. So it's like 17, 18 foot step back.
Okay. What if when you throw it between his legs, he gives you that little shoulder? You know, Drew's kind of dense.
Oh right, when he
Got some
like
size
I
to
go
it.
this way and he kind of.
Yeah, he gives you just a tad bit of a contact.
The left out.
Can you get through it?
I don't think so. I think I would die. I think
Drew
I would.
might have like
I think
100 pounds on
I think
him
it would
in this
look
room.
like Derrick Henry stiff arming somebody. Like I would just like and just like fall down and smack my head.
But he would sell it and draw the foul.
Yeah, 100% foul. Run that possession back. Yeah. I can't try the through the legs anymore, so I'm screwed
Yeah,
after
no.
that. But
Yeah, you've given away your move.
Spot up threes after you check it up.
yeah, that's all it is. I mean,
Yeah, then it's just a heat.
he'll just make me shoot, you know, but then after you go, you're down to your last possession, right? So like, you try the through the legs on the 5th possession. If it works, you get $100,000. You go home. If it doesn't, you're out of moves, right? So 6, 7, and 8, 6, 7, and 8. You just check, shoot. Check, shoot. If you make them, good. If not, 9, check, pump fake real quick. Like as soon as you touch the ball, go. Try the layup. If not, and then number 10. I mean, you just say how many dribbles. Most of the times when I've played like King of the Quarter 1-on-1, you get like 3 to 5 dribbles.
You got a free possession.
Okay, if it's unlimited dribbles on the 10th possession, I'm just dribbling around, trying to tire him out, and then I'm just like throwing random moves at him. So it's like a jab step here, a double cross, between the legs, behind the back.
By then the ball's probably
One of them is gonna work.
You're just playing with the right stick the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the right
I'm just
stick.
gonna-
know how to use it.
Just
Just
keep
keeps
two-
doing that
two-
foot.
just the
But by
2K.
then Holiday probably already stole the ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
at the 2K part, just back and forth dribble moves. One of them is going to give me enough space to put up a shot, and on the 10th possession, that's all you need.
How much do you think about the 2020 tournament getting canceled?
I think
Or-
about that one a lot because, as most of you know, that was Cassius' senior season. My favorite Spartan of all time. Went to high school with him. Kai's my best friend, his youngest brother. So I was really excited. I don't think I would have gone, but I would have maybe had a chance. Kai could get a ticket. Maybe one of the beat reporters couldn't go. But I watched every minute of the last 6 games of the season for that team. And I was in Maryland with Eric Bach and Ian Gilmore calling the game when they went to Maryland after losing a few in a row and they needed to pick up a win, and they looked like the best team in college basketball. Cassius hit the half-court buzzer beater at halftime. They were, in my opinion, the best team in the country in the last month of the season, especially in the last 6 games. And I don't know if there was anybody that had a chance to beat them. I mean, they were clicking all cylinders. Rocket Watts was really following Cassius and becoming a good shooting guard. Tillman was doing his thing. Malik Hall was playing well. Like, they were really fun to watch, and I don't know if anybody could have beat them.
Well, you followed through on being our first civilized guest. Now can you follow through on being our first accurate one? Stearns didn't quite grasp the goal of this game.
Is this like Around the Horn with Tony Reale?
You can't answer that reference, but go ahead and aim for the lens.
Okay, can I
Stearns
throw it?
aimed for Serdenik's nose.
That's it. I wish he was here. Can I throw it as hard as possible?
Yeah,
Well, I
whatever
guess
it
it's
needs,
Michael's phone. I should ask you. Can I throw it as hard as possible?
Go for
whatever it needs to hit it.
Oh, I just missed. So they're at a cigarette vending machine, And Hobbs goes, look, it says you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes. And Calvin goes, 18, by then I'll know better. Which is one of my favorites of all time.